Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Rise with the
Landis.
That's right, and today is Fulfillment Friday. The day that we make it our point, make it our goal to look back on the week, look back at what we've been through, what we battled through, what blessings we were blessed with, and we show appreciation. And that's what Fulfillment Friday is all about. And today, Selena and I, we wanted to address a good friend of ours, more like family. She's been there through a lot with us, and always put a smile on her face. Miss Jackie Plott Earl. Miss Jackie, on our Monday video, she left a comment. Thank you, Jackie, for the support, always. And but she wanted to know, how Selena and I, are, coping and taking care of ourselves. Through this unfortunate tragedy that Selena and I had with our daughter. Great question. I'm gonna, give the platform to Selena to start off with, for her to tell, how she is coping and taking care of herself. So Selena, Jackie wants to know, and others I'm pretty sure want to know, with this unfortunate tragedy that, no one really, expects to have to face in life. How are you dealing with it? How are you coping?
I'm coping with it by lots of prayer. That's like the first way. I'm coping with it. Lots and tons and lots of prayer. Also by staying close to you guys, to my family, turning to you guys for comfort, hugs, affection, love. My mom, my other family out in San Diego, they're helping family, friends. I'm trying to stay busy, keep myself active, continue on with, my daily activities, but not only continue on with them, but even 10 times, 100 times with more determination, I would say. So just a lot of prayer. I'm just staying prayed up. I'm talking to God every day. And that's how I'm coping.
Yeah. Exactly. And, there was a couple things that Selena said that I want to kind of elaborate on. It's not funny, but, coincidental, I guess you can say. Selena and I, we've always been fans of Discovery ID, right? Always been fans of Discovery ID, and we've seen a lot of stories on Discovery ID in which, parents, a couple, they were together, lost a child. And unfortunately, sadly, the parents end up splitting after that tragedy, which I personally, for one, never quite understood. Still don't. Reason being is like what Selena, one of the main things that Selena said is, when we get into a relationship, when we get into a marriage, you are signing, an invisible contract that you're always going to be there with your spouse through thick and thin. Through what?
Thick and thin.
But what does the vows say?
through better or worse, until death do us part.
There
Wait,
you go. No, that's exactly right. From better or worse, through death do us part. So why, when the unfortunate thing like losing a child happens to a couple, do they split? And one reason that I've heard was, parents want to put the blame game, play the blame game. Oh, this is your fault this happened. This is your fault this happened. Another thing is, from what I heard, is, everyone grieves differently. And one member of the spouse may be grieving one way that the other spouse may not agree with. It doesn't make sense. So like what Selena stated, we're in this together. When I say Landis strong all day long, I mean that exactly what I mean. Through thick and thin, through death do us part. When I'm weak and feel, low, I lean on Selena to get her strength. Vice versa. Selena feels weak and doesn't feel a certain, get up and go. She leans on me to get that extra influence and inspiration.
I have a question. How are you coping?
I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
So what I'm saying in answer to partly in that question is that's how we are coping, how we are dealing with this tragedy is, we're here for each other. We're standing side by side through it. We're not allowing one to do all the work while another just sits back and grieves. We're not allowing another, grief or how they're grieving to affect you personally and get upset at the other. That doesn't make sense. You see what I'm saying? So you got into a relationship to be one, as one. Two separate bodies, but mentally, spiritually, you're together.
That's right.
And that's how we're coping through this. That's how I'm coping through this. Another thing that Selena said, another way that we're coping through it, and I gotta give a shout out to my niece, Khadijah, and also another good friend of ours, JJ, Governor, for keeping me accountable. Because through this, please believe I'm gonna be honest, there's been times I'm like, okay, I'm not in the right mental space to do a motivational video right now. I'm not in the right mental space to do a motivational post. But these two individuals, my niece, this is, like she said, this is your coming to God moment. The devil puts these type of things in our way to try to stray us from our blessing that God has for us. And me, during those 2 weeks, I was just sitting back and chilling, making excuses why I'm not gonna do a video. But like my niece said, this is your coming to God moment. This is your time to, embrace the blessing that God has for you. Don't give the devil satisfaction of allowing him to know that he destroyed you. JJ hit me up on not on my private message, on a comment. And I like it. It called me out. Where's the video? Where's the video? I want to see the video. And JJ, I thank you for that. Because I really wasn't tripping about that. I didn't do a video. But then when you put that comment, kind of lit a fire in me. I'm like, oh no, he didn't call me out.
There's also somebody else too who's been motivating us as far as keep striving, keep rising. Who am I talking about? Take a guess. Keep striving, keep rising for greatness.
I don't know.
Dondi, Mr. Dondi.
Oh,
Dondi.
Dondi. Man, Dondi. Yes.
A major supporter.
Major supporter, major positive
so we appreciate
force.
you, Dondi. Thank you for
yes.
All of your encouraging words. And everyone else too. Everybody else who has contributed with the comments and stuff. We're thankful for that.
Right.
So,
and that is a third thing that keeps us going, how we're coping, is being around positivity and inspiring people and things. Nobody, even if your life is, cakes and cupcakes, don't want to be around negative. But if you're going through something, I sure enough don't want to be around negative and don't want to hear negative.
Right.
I can do that for myself. I don't have to hear it from someone else. But being around individuals like Jackie, Dondi, JJ, Khadijah, and many others that have reached out, that builds that fire even larger.
Thank you, guys.
And so we thank you. So Jackie, that's how we are coping, is, staying strong within our relationship. Selena is going to have her times where she's going to want to vent and, go through her grieving. Who am I to not allow her to do that? So if, hopefully knowing that we know has to go through this, but if you ever have to go through any kind of tragedy and you're with your spouse, suck it up. If your spouse is going through something, suck it up. Let them get it out. It's nothing personal. Secondly, whatever you were doing before that tragedy hit, keep doing it. Keep doing it, but do it stronger, harder, more wiser. Keep going. For the main reason, not only for yourself, but that little bitty devil that thinks he's so big, that thing, he hates it. And trust me, it'll make you feel a lot better doing something that you know he hates. Thirdly, most definitely surround yourself with positivity, inspiration. Keep away from the negative. You hear anything negative? Excuse yourself from it. And that's how you will cope with the tragedies that you may feel. Hit those subscribe buttons, hit those comments, and please, by all means, just like Jackie, give us some topics to talk about. If you want to know about something, you want to hear about something, let us know because we want to give it to you.
There you go.
Have a blessed, beautiful, fulfillment Friday, and make it a blessed and prosperous week. Peace.